This time of year in the South, perfect fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Washington football team. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Ryan will throw again. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. A handoff for Gibson, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A throw to the flat here for McKissick. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And here's a give to Gibson. Oh, he bowls over it. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Washington 7, Falcons 0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now Ryan on 1st down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return will stop right around the 25. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Graham. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On 2nd and 1, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Ryan. That is taken in by Hurst. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ryan now off the bootleg.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Ryan. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Hayden Hurst, former 1st-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down at 5.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That was probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They go play action now. Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now they're setting up a screen here on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Ryan.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked off by Troy Apke.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes our score 17-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
51 Mike 51. Defense wins championships, baby. Check.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Second half starts with a run by Gibson.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Out to his left. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
Logan Thomas experienced a breakout season last year at the age of 29. Converted from playing quarterback, he finished 3rd among tight ends with 72 catches, and it certainly looks like his future is awfully bright.
On first down, it's Gibson. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. Room here to run. Touchdown, Washington.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's got some space here. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Call it no gain there on the 1st down play. Play action, Ryan. This one left side caught by Patterson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Ryan on target to Pitts, 1st down Falcons. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Patterson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended target on that one, Russell Gage.
And it's 3rd and short.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Ryan. The quick slant caught.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down now. It's Patterson, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot, they run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point.
This is 3rd and 10.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. From the 24, Ryan over the middle. He gets it to Patterson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will extend this big lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now it's Ryan. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Again, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll run on first down. Patterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Pass complete, Hurst. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
Here's Ryan to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Not much there, only a yard. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing again, Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Ryan will throw again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one
You